Hi, I'm Jackie Schulman with Schulman Group of Coldwell Banker Realty. I'm here in my downtown Palo Alto office, and today I'm with Stephen Tindle with Thomas James. And Stephen, you're Executive Vice President of Thomas James?
Well, I'm currently transitioning. I'm the president of Thomas James in Colorado, but for the last 2 years, I've been the executive vice president of acquisition and disposition for Thomas James in Northern California, specifically in the Bay Area.
Russ, I'm sure our viewers would love to know what's involved from the moment you buy the property until you're finished with construction. What's that process?
Oh, well, Jackie, there's a lot to cover. But so to give you a little bit of background, we are a home builder that does infill building up and down the peninsula in the Bay Area. So you could say that our market is really in the north, from San Carlos to the south, San Jose. And we're a little bit different than most infill builders in the fact that we buy a lot of homes and we build a lot of homes, and we do it at scale. So this year in the Bay Area, we're going to deliver approximately 100 homes and 11 different markets. So San Carlos, Redwood City, Menlo Park, Mountain View, Palo Alto, Sunnyvale, Campbell, San Jose, Cupertino, and I'm sure I missed one or two. So for us, we work exclusively with partners like you to find these opportunities up and down the peninsula. And we're different because we're not a builder that remodels. Everything we buy, we tear down and we build a brand new home in its place. And the homes that we're buying are, the typical home it's an 1,100 square foot home on a 6,000 square foot lot in Menlo Park. And it was built in the 30s, and it's maybe 2, possibly 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. So these are not homes that are highly desirable in the market. And so we buy those homes and build these new homes in their place. What happens is, as soon as we close on a property, we then either will design a home specific for that lot, or we will use one of our library plans, which is a collection of homes that we've designed, floor plans with a number of different elevational styles, architectural styles. And what we do is then we determine what house we're going to put on that home site. What's the best house for that home site? And because we're in so many jurisdictions in the Bay Area, each individual jurisdiction has its kind of library of plans, because the building code is different in Cupertino than it is in Menlo Park. So we build different product in Cupertino than we do in Menlo Park. And we're also different from a lot of custom home builders that are building infill up and down the peninsula, in that we want to sell the home as soon as we have a building permit. So the process is we buy, we close, we submit plans to the city, and every city's different. Some cities have design review, some don't. Some you just go to the building department, but it takes us approximately 5 to 6 months to get an approval. And then during that time, we demo the current house. We put a fence up in our fence wrap advertising that it's a Thomas James home. And then once we have a building permit, we know what we're going to build. It's approved. We know for sure what it is that we're building. We will then market that house on our website and various other ways through the agent community to let people know that there's a home for sale in that market. And we like doing that because in today's market, there's such little inventory that buyers have what I call buyer fatigue. Everybody's swarming around the same house because there's a lack of supply. And so we're excited because we're bringing a lot of new, desirable product to the market. And we're doing it in very desirable areas where people want to live, great schools, walkability, and just good, safe neighborhoods, good locations. The primary reason why we try to sell that home early is because we have a team of in-house designers. And so when somebody buys a home from us, they get the ability to customize that home and personalize it and make it feel like a custom home. So they can pick flooring, countertops, appliances, light fixtures, and the list goes on and on and on. And they get to work with our design team in order to do that, and it's a really personal, customized experience for people. And then as they do that, we're building the home. It takes us approximately 8 months to build a home from start to finish. And I always tell people the two things you never hear from a home builder, you never hear that the home came in under budget or on budget, or that it came in on time, right? It's always over budget, and it's always takes twice as long as you're told at the beginning to deliver that home. We pride ourselves in the fact that when you buy a home from us, it's a fixed cost home. So when you buy it, that's what you're paying for the home. If lumber prices go up, that's on us. That's not on our buyers. Now, if a buyer wants to come in and switch out, let's say, upgrade appliances, they only pay the difference in our cost between what we had included in the home and what they're upgrading to. And we're very transparent because that's another thing that buyers want. They you hear this a lot, that they're concerned that the builders may be gouging them on their upgrades, and we're taking advantage of them on their upgrades. So we're very transparent. We want people to know what they're paying for and what they're getting, and that all takes place during the design process when they're working with our designers. Our team of project managers who are in the field that are responsible for managing the construction of their home. We're in contact with our buyers every week to let them know this is the stage of your home. This is what's happening this week. We send them an email every Friday explaining to them what's going to be happening in the coming week on their home so that they're aware. They feel like they're in the know. And we try to provide answers for them before they have to ask the question. So then what happens is when the home is complete, they've had walks through the home. They get to do a hard surface walk where they look at the flooring, the countertops, make sure it's everything they expected. And then when the home is done, we do a couple of different walks with them. We walk through the home, try to identify anything that might be amiss, anything they want to see changed. And it's really a time just to sort of kind of dial in the home perfectly for what the buyer is expecting. And then we do an orientation and a key delivery for our home buyers. So they come, we orient them to the home. You know, there's so much technology in these homes these days. If you've never bought a new home, it can be a little bit daunting and overwhelming as to how the thermostat works, how the doorbell works. I mean, everything is so tech forward now in these homes. And so we orient them similar to what most people would experience when they go buy a brand new car. They need to be oriented to the technology and the way the home works. We do that. We hand them their keys, and then that's not goodbye. That's just like we've turned over the home, and then now they have access through a buyer portal, which is unique to them, where they're online. They can, if anything were to happen in the home, they can fill out a repair request, and we're there and we back it with a warranty to ensure that everything performs in the home and that it lives exactly the way they were expecting and wanting. And so that's what we do, and we do it about 100 to 120 times every year in Northern California. And we're also interested in providing product at various price points because the Bay Area is expensive. Not everybody can afford a $6 million home in Palo Alto. So we try to provide and deliver product into the market where, you know, in San Jose, we're delivering product under $2 million in really nice areas of San Jose and Willow Glen, beautiful brand new homes. We're in the process of designing attached product so that we can build townhome type product. Again, that's another way for us to deliver more affordable housing to the market because we understand there's an affordability issue, and tied very closely to that and related to that is the supply issue. And that's what's driving pricing up is there's just not a lot of supply on the market. Thomas James, where our headquarters is in Orange County. To give you a little bit of background on us, we have operations in Los Angeles, the Bay Area, Seattle. I'm now moving my family to Denver to launch our business here in the Denver market. And so and we will expand into other markets as we grow our business. But we're proud of the customer experience we provide our buyers, we our homeowners. We, one of the things you hear us say internally a lot is, we treat everybody like family, and people assume, well, that just means, the Thomas James people that are on our teams. It's our team members, but really, you know who it is? It's our team members. It's most importantly the people who buy our homes. It's people like you, and the relationship that we have and the partnership that we have with you and your team. We treat you like family. We understand the significance and the importance of these relationships, and we want to grow our business, and we can't imagine a better way to growing it than through referrals from you, from our agent partners, from our home buyers, because our reputation is everything. It's really, really important. As you know, word gets out pretty quickly if you're not doing things the right way and doing it in a way that people are comfortable with. So that's who we are. That's what we're doing. You can find online. Our website is thomasjameshomesusa.com. You can always reach me. My email address is my first initial S and my last name Tindle, Tindle, at tjhusa.com. I'm happy to respond to people and provide them answers to their questions. And although I'm leaving Northern California, I still have all the contacts there, so I can get people in touch with the right people. And we have product in the market that people don't know about because it's not on the MLS until it's finished and staged. And we sell 90% of our homes in the Bay Area before they're ever completed. And so we'll sell something to people early on in the process. And it's great for them because they're not having to go compete with everybody because they're not seeing it on the MLS. And we just think it's a much easier way to buy a home. It's a much more enjoyable experience than buying a home. And we want to be able to make it as easy as possible for home buyers so that they can find the home of their dreams and the neighborhood they want to be in. And that at the end of the day, it's a really wonderful experience.
And that's exactly what my philosophy is, to do it as stress-free and enjoyable experience. That's what we also strive to do for our clients. Well, Stephen, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. And as far as the process, how long does it take from the moment you buy in until the moment that you're finished with your homes?
It's about 13 to 15 months. So it depends on the municipality and how long it takes to get a building permit. Some are more difficult than others. In every one of the markets that we build, it takes us pretty much exactly 8 months to build a home. And the nice thing is, in terms of schedule, talk about an enjoyable experience. It's daunting to buy a home, and not only the process of actually buying it, but then the idea of packing up your home and moving. It's important that people can plan their lives and they know what to expect. And so we are really, really good at targeting dates and letting them know in 3 months from now, on this day, your home is going to be completed. So you need to be prepared with your movers, because the last thing you want ever is to have your stuff on a moving truck and then get a phone call that your house isn't ready. So we eliminate that. But yeah, 13 to 15 months on average, Jackie.
Do you provide financing as well?
We have partners that we do use that are very, very good partners on the lending side of the equation. We also have a program and that we have recently introduced. We do this in Northern California, and that is that if somebody wants to buy something before we have a building permit, we'll sell them the lot, and then we will go into contract and build them a house. And and the reason why I bring that up is, one, it's inventory that nobody knows about. So if you have a buyer and they're looking in an area in Menlo Park, and Jackie, you call me and you say, hey, Stephen, what do you have in Menlo Park? I'm like, well, look, Jackie, I don't even own this. I'm in contract, but I'm closing in 2 weeks. If you have a buyer, I'll sell it to them the day after I close. And the reason why I bring that up is because we have this phenomenal program with a bank by the name of BBVA. And what they'll do is they'll finance the loan for the land, and then they'll finance the construction, and they do it interest only. So it's a very small cost to the buyer. And then when the house is delivered and completed, That loan converts into a 29-year fixed rate loan. But the great thing is they get today's pricing. So the price, we lock in the price today. They lock in their interest rate today. And then the great thing is I love is they don't have to compete with anybody because nobody even knows it's there. So it's a wonderful way to buy something without having to, bang elbows with other buyers and have to overbid in order to get your price or to get your home. We have a set price. That's the price. If you're willing to pay it, then we'll sell you the house.
Occasionally, I have clients that are asking me if they can buy the stage furniture. Do you have interior designer in-house, or your interior designers would consider selling stage furniture with the house?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jackie. So when I was talking about when you're a buyer and you're designing your own home, those are our in-house designers. But when we stage a home, we use an outside company to stage our homes. And yes, everything in the home is for sale. And you can buy it all. You can buy just a few pieces. And the great thing is because we have a national contract with this company, they give our buyers a credit. They give them a deal on the staging. And we have had people buy every single thing in the home.
Yeah.
So we try to make it turnkey, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
exactly what people are looking for. Well,
right.
thank you so much, Stephen. So, if the viewers have questions again, which I'm sure they do, how can they reach you again?
I'll tell you, my email is the best way to reach me, and it's S as in Stephen, Tindle, Tindle at tjhusa.com.
Great. And your website again?
ThomasJamesHomesUSA.com.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Jackie, thank you for your time. It's great to see you. It's been way too long. And I really appreciate our partnership and the opportunity to work with you and your team. You guys are wonderful. Thank you.